Hey fellas, it's Bailey here with Prairie Pistons today. We're going to be leveling this truck. So to bring up the front end on this thing, I'm just going to be turning up the torsion bars. These 9906s still use the good old T-bars, so it's pretty easy to make an adjustment on them. If you guys have read anything on the internet about torsion bars and turning them up, you've probably seen a lot of stuff about how it adds more stress and more wear and tear to your front end components, stuff like that. I mean, just kind of like anything, you know, if you're going to be putting bigger, wider tires on your truck, obviously compared to a stock one, you're adding more stress. So it just kind of goes along with that. And people also say how the ride quality kind of suffers from doing it. Some people go out to say it's just absolutely brutal and there's no way they could ever do it, stuff like that. I wouldn't go anywhere near saying that. The guy before me cranked up the torsion bars a bit because there's only about a half-inch difference between the front and the back, so not much, but he definitely tweaked them a bit, and I've never noticed any ride quality like sufferings from it. I think it rides good as far as that goes, so anyone saying that must just be riding caddies their whole life. But if you are going to do this, I definitely wouldn't cheap out on getting an alignment after definitely changing your front end geometry and everything like that. I was kind of planning on getting one anyway, so I just thought may as well do this first. So like I just said, there is about a half-inch difference between the front and the back. Nothing huge, anything like that. It just does give the truck a little bit of rake, so just kind of wanted to sit perfectly level kind of thing, or pretty close to it. The front's right around 37.5. Yeah, just kind of under 37.5 there. Back, pretty much bang on 38. Yeah, right on the money there. Anyways, that's enough talking. We'll toss the old power lift under there and get to work. So now we got it lifted up. I got my 18 mil, my breaker bar. Some guys just use a ratchet, but I have a feeling they're going to be pretty tight, so. And a little penetrating fluid never hurts. So no one really seems to know how much like one full revolution or how much a half revolution kind of gets you. I read a lot of different stuff, say like one revolution gets you to a quarter inch, something like that, maybe gets you 1 inch, I don't know. So I'm just gonna do one full revolution on each side and see where it gets us. That's one full revolution. We got the truck back on the ground now, guys. If it looked like I was having a bit of trouble swinging it there, just because that was my left arm I was pulling with, and you're just swinging right in front of your face, so it's just awkward more than anything. Wasn't actually too bad. I did one full revolution on the other side here, so I'll get the tape out and see whereabouts we're sitting on the front end. Okay, so before we were just below 37.5, now we're just a bit over 38. I haven't taken for a drive or like pushed around the front end. Obviously it's gonna settle down a bit, so it's a pretty good start, I think. I'll settle the front end here and take it for a drive, and we'll check in on her then. Just got back from our drive there, guys. Took it through some rougher streets in town, just kind of try to hit anything that looked rough and just shake that front end up just to loosen everything up and let it sag back down. I didn't find the ride quality rough by any means, but like I said, the guy before me did have them up a bit, so maybe it wasn't much of a change from that, and it's just always the way I've had the truck. So like I said, if you're not too particular, I don't think it matters. Anyways, we'll see where we're height's at now, because it was just above 38 before I went for that drive. So we're just below 38 now, so pretty happy with that. Let's double check this side. And yeah, same thing, just a bit below 38, so that's pretty dang close. So now the last thing that's left to do is just get that alignment. Like I said at the start of the video, it is a pretty important part, so I wouldn't really recommend chinsing out on it. If you thought about turning up your torsion bars, but you read all the forums about ride quality being terrible, stuff like that, I'm just letting you know I don't think it's that bad or change much for me, but it doesn't hurt to just do it on your own truck. You know, keep your revolutions the same, just keep track how much you turn them up and then take it for a drive. And if it's that rough or you don't like it, then just put them back the way it was. And so I did one full revolution on each side, and that kind of brought me up around 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch so far. I might settle back down to around the 1/2 inch mark, but kind of one revolution goes, we'll say, yeah, around 1/2 inch or more, somewhere around there. Give you a ballpark idea. But anyways, guys, see you next time.